Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're getting into the Space Tool / Galacticraft board. So, I hope you guys are ready. Well, today guys, we are going to space. That's right, we are going to be traveling, hopefully to the moon today, and if not further than that, all depends on what we go after. But right here, this is the mod. This is the questing guide. All the way down here, you will see going up. This has changed several times, so I have no idea if you're watching this in the future, if this is still the case, or it's advanced rocketry. It's been switching back and forth, like through the entire time of me playing this. So I've been kind of putting this off to figure out what exactly I wanted to do. Is this a combiner for mechanism? It is the combiner for mechanism. Oh goodness. So this is blank ore. Do we have to make blank ore? What? I'm noticing this. The combiner is interesting in that, yeah, it takes materials and can make ore out of them. What's blank ore used for? Like what? Okay. So that's a thing. That's interesting. But titanium plates. Okay, so we need to make titanium plates. We learned last episode that titanium was broken, at least in our pack. So titanium is this color, but also this color. So we can make regular titanium. But it looks like we can make these in the multi-servo press. Now, I'm pretty sure that my recipe in the press, if I had one, would have been broken. Yeah, but we should be able to make this. Oh, I hope so. So, titanium. Let's go ahead and get in this mod. Let's figure out everything we're gonna need. Don't add it. Titanium. So this stuff right here, we need to basically say, hey, make some of this, and then this gets converted into this. So let's go ahead and create that crafting recipe. It's a processing recipe. This gets turned into this. Okay, multi-servo press recipe done. Perfect. Okay, so I think that's one of the few things that we're gonna need. So we have this battery. Let's go ahead and make a battery. Very simple. And by the way, this mod is called Space Boss Tools. Not exactly sure what that means, but it is a thing. So we can go ahead and make iron plates. We can autocraft those, but we are missing the dilithium. Now, I'm pretty sure we have the ability to autocraft this. I think dilithium is something that we have in this form. Yes, so we do have dilithium, or dilithium, and we should be able to smelt that. Okay, so we can just create a recipe for this. Now, space boss tools, right? That's what we need. Battery. Let's go ahead and autocraft those. They should be incredibly fast to craft. And battery. Okay, so first part of the quest complete. I'm kind of using this as a guide. I'm assuming it's very similar to other stuff that I've messed with. I noticed it has a compressor, which is pretty common, similar to the mod that this is a port of, I believe. I think it's a port. Which is Galacticraft, by the way. So let's go ahead and make the titanium plates. Make 10 of them, you know, just for the lulz. Put that in there. That gets that quest done. Okay. Now it talks about the combiner. I'm a little like iffy on this. I don't know what this is wanting me to make. Unless it wants me to make some kind of ore. I have no idea. But the compressor, on the other hand, that's where things are going to get a little bit interesting. So this is the ore processing machines that this mod provides, which they have a couple of them down here. That's just one. A compressor is just one of them. It requires a redstone furnace, so we have the ability to autocraft everything except for that redstone furnace. I don't have an autocraft set up for it, but we can just go ahead and autocraft the hardest part, which is the center point, and move from there. So the compressor is what we are going to use to make these compressed parts, and I think we're going to need quite a few of them, and if I remember anything about Galacticraft, these machines are also kind of slow. So I now have the compressor, but what am I going to use it on? Well, apparently compressed steel is the main thing. So we'll grab some steel and we will get that compressed up. I don't know how much we're going to need, so I'm going to make a few stacks. I don't know how the how this mod allows automation. We have this block here. Can I input and output? Don't know. Gonna give it some power and throw it in there. And I bet this is gonna be incredibly slow. It's not fast. Like, let's put it that way. Pipes. Can we hook pipes up to it and will this work? I'm hoping, because that will make it a lot easier. We can just get other things done. So let's pipe this up, this and this. I'm assuming it probably has a setup similar to everything else where this probably has to go to the bottom. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So maybe if I set it up like this, up in the air, we have the input in the top, right? I'm gonna make this look super janky. Actually, let's test this first. Will it input like that? Okay, so it does. Will it extract from the bottom though? That is the question. And can we give it power? Okay, we're giving it power. I'm assuming it'll export from the bottom, you know, if it's like any other machine. So we'll end up with this funny looking setup for some automation on this. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it does export. Okay, so perfect. We got exactly what we need. Just toss this in here and just let this thing do its job. Wait, how is this? Oh, it's also exporting that. Oh, so filter. So filter time. Yep. In this case, we have to throw in a filter here and we have to set this. Let's go ahead and remove this. I'm glad it holds the memory though. That's actually kind of cool. We'll set this to whitelist, or honestly, we should probably set it to blacklist and just not let it pull steel in. Yeah, that's probably a thing. Submit, and there we go. Steel should no longer be piped out. It should only be compressed that gets pulled out of the machine. Weird way, but I mean, I kind of get it. It is a port. So at this point, we now have a couple of we have a few compressed steel, and we can use this to now make this NASA workbench. Yes, this is exactly the same textures from Galacticraft. So if you're familiar with this, which you probably are if you've seen any of my past Let's Plays and stuff, it is a really cool space mod. It really is. It does have bosses, which is kind of cool. I kind of get the name Space Boss Tools. Like, it's just like all of those things, space bosses and tools. Is it tools? I don't know if it's actually tools. So we place this down, and this is where we are going to assemble our spaceship. So I think here we'll assemble the spaceship. Over here we'll launch our spaceship. I could do it from both of these areas. Eventually we'll probably just do it from right here. Because I think we're going to eventually need 2 rockets, or we're going to have to make 2 rockets. There's only 2, I think, that exist in here. But let's talk about rockets. So that's the thing. So we have spacesuits, oxygen, ways to get oxygen in our spacesuit, and also our rocket, right? So that's a thing. Now, why is our tier 1 rocket blocked out? So it says we need an iron engine, iron tank, rocket fin. Oh, so we have to make all of these side things first before this unlocks. Okay, that makes sense. So this is basically just telling us all the parts that we're going to need. But if we really want to look at them, we go to space and we can just click on the rocket. So this is a tier 1 rocket right here. Notice we're going to have 2 iron tanks. We're going to have a little bit of compressed steel. And then moving forward, we have compressed desh. And then we have compressed silicon. So these are going to come from different areas. I believe this one's going to take us to the moon. This will take us to, I'm assuming, Mars, because actually no, this should take us to Mars. This one takes us to the moon. This one takes us to Mars. Then this one takes us further. But these are the materials we're going to need anyways. So that's one of the main reasons. Also cheese. Yeah. There will be like cheese ore on the moon. It's weird. It's weird. There's a whole lot of fun stuff though to mess around with, and it looks like it's a lot easier to kind of make in this mod. So let's take a look at that. What exactly are we going to need? Just for the base rocket ship, let's add that here. We're gonna need a nose cone. We're gonna need some fins, this and this. And other than that, like, it shouldn't be too horribly difficult to make these components. So this right here is just gonna require those batteries, right? And we pretty much have this set up to autocrafts. So if I want, I can just go ahead and set up some more autocrafts to do. You know, I'm just going to handcraft all these. Most of these things are craftable, like they're ready to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these all crafted up. There's nothing like crazy. This requires advanced fluid tanks, which we have the ability to make, so that's not crazy at all. Nose cone, nothing special there. This has an American flag on it, which is awesome. And then the antenna, that's, wow, super easy. So yeah, all these things are pretty simple. I think the big thing is going to be figuring out the oxygen and then also our spacesuit, which the spacesuit looks pretty cool. Like, I know we're going to lose our flight and stuff, but the spacesuit looks pretty cool. Like, we can't, come on, it looks good. Man, I almost missed out on this. Imagine us not setting up auto crafting for steel casings. Ouch, ouch, that would hurt at this point. I'm so glad we have auto crafting for that. All this auto crafting just makes my life so much easier. So I honestly thought I was going to need a lot of the compressed steel. Do not need a lot of compressed steel at all. I will take all that steel for myself. And we do have all of these stuff basically to get the rocket built. I hope it does the same animation as the good old-fashioned Galacticraft does, where you hold the rocket. Let's take a look at this thing. So 2 of those. Oh, that's right. 2 of these oxygen tanks. And then this. Wow, that insta-crafted it. And we have a tier 1 rocket. Now, fuel. I didn't actually, I didn't look at that. I didn't look and see what's fuel going to require for this mod. So, and back to space. So what are we going to need? Fuel is a thing. Let's see. We have a coal generator, solar generator, fuel refinery. Okay. And then what is this going to take? What is this mystery fuel? Okay. That's lava. A barrel of fuel. Does it tell me in the quest lines? Let's say fuel refinery. Placing a bucket of lava in the orange slot will create rocket fuel. Wait, rockets will be filled by shift right clicking. Wow. Okay. So just a bucket of lava. We're ready to rock and roll. Okay. I'll take that. Pretty simple. So we just need to make the refinery. And then we also need to make our other set. So fuel refinery, that is going to require this, all kinds of auto crafting, right? Also, there's a blast furnace. Oh, that makes, that just makes steel. Oh, so that's just another way to just straight up make steel. Interesting. We're also going to need an oxygen compressor, I believe. Or no, not the compressor. Is it the oxygen loader? One of these generates oxygen. Right. So, refinery. And I did see this requires refined glowstone. That's kind of funny. I'm pretty sure that crafting recipe had to have been added in to integrate with Mechanism. It definitely was. Which is funny. Extreme reactors. Oh, it tells you here on the extreme reactors what this can use. Okay, that's pretty nice. All right, back to space. Again, we can now make the fuel refinery. And we can take a look at the needs of this thing. Now, does this need to be next to the space station? Where's the platform? There's the platform, the launch pad. Does it need to be near the launch pad? That's what I'm wondering. Because in old version, like in the Galacticraft, that it does. Like the fuel refinery, basically, was a fuel loader. But in this case, I guess you just use a barrel of fuel to fill up your rocket. That's what I'm guessing. So we just need to make an empty barrel or a couple of them to do that. Yeah, that's definitely what's going to have to happen. I'm making my barrel. I have my refinery. We need some lava. Luckily for us, we can craft buckets of lava like it's nothing. We have the ability to craft a bunch. By the way, if you see this plus button, if you right click, it will delete the item. It says right click to add, but yeah, I don't know if it does it specifically with lava, but other things like C-Bucks, it should delete. It doesn't seem to be deleting. Nope, it's not deleting. Maybe it has to be outside of an inventory. No. Interesting. That's a feature of another mod. I just can't remember. It's like a little trash can if you have a bucket of lava in your inventory. Kind of dangerous. Kind of dangerous, though. All right, let's set this up. I would love to get into space today. That's like the whole point. So we throw the bucket of lava in. And that generates the rocket fuel. And I'm assuming the barrel fills up once this hits max. And this has a little green line on it. So once this hits max, I hope this fills up. And full. So now we have a complete barrel. So we're going to make more than one barrel because I don't want to be stuck stranded in the middle of nowhere in space. All alone. All alone. Like alone. So after that, I did a thing. Let's open this up. Do this. And voila. I have to say, bravo to the retexture on this because it looks phenomenal. Also, our base looks even better in my opinion without having night vision. Look at the walls. That is cool looking. That dark glass really makes that pop with the the Twilight Forest textures. Wow, that looks really good. Also added some purple down in here in case you didn't notice. But anyways, right here, this holds oxygen. Our spacesuit does. And I think it's like super simple to do this. We just put leaves in here and we just put this in here and it charges it up. Like as if you were filling it up with power instead of it just uses leaves. Also the tanks. I was going to get another tank. I did make these oxygen tanks only to realize that, hey, it's just this that gets filled up with oxygen. So we do have a limited time unless we have more than one spacesuits because I don't think you can charge these up. Yeah, no, these don't get charged up. And I don't know if there's an external way of having more. However, I did make a rover. It was super simple. Usually you would basically farm the boss to get a blueprint that would give you access to, for one, make the next tier rocket and or also make the rover. But we can just make the rover like right now. So fuel, that's another thing. I need to make a couple more tanks. I'm going to make a few more of these tanks. I have one full one right here. I used one to make a rover. I have to basically make another one, and then I'm going to make a spare one for the rover. I hope you got that. And then I just need more lava. And we're almost ready to, I think, launch. I think. I hope. You know, honestly, we spent like half the episode just getting all the stuff required to go to space. Ah, man, I'm sure you guys are just as anxious as I am to literally head to space. Like, I'm trying to look. Is the like eye banner? You know, I seen a texture the other day that had transparent textures. This is an outer layer texture. Look at that. Fancy. Super fancy. The helmet has an outer layer. That's interesting. Yeah, I seen a texture. Somebody had a texture and it had a transparent lens on the front. And I was like, you can do transparency? I didn't even realize you can do texture transparencies like that. That was super cool. Also, I just realized I can't fly. I have oxygen, but I can't fly. Okay, so we have an oxygen meter in the top left. As you can see, we have our fuel, we have our rocket, and we need our pads. Did I make pads? I don't think I've made pads yet. I think I crafted the stuff for them. I need to make pads. Okay, pads are ready to go. Rocket launch pad. Perfect. All right, we should have them now. And voila. Okay, so I'm going to place it, like, it makes sense for me to place it, like, right here. If it's like I remember, there's going to be a little nub right in the middle. Ooh, it worked. So I should be able to place my rocket. And yes, oh, man. Like, this right here is what I love. I was hoping that this was carried over. This is a pretty good port. I mean, I don't know if the actual dev is the one that did it, but that's definitely worth a screenshot. Ah, so good. So good. Okay, let's get this back. We need to place this on the pad. Boom. 500 health. Okay. And then barrel of fuel. Is there like a UI? It used to be like space. Shift click. Shift click. We can open it up and place the fuel in. One rocket fuel. Barrel of fuel. That does not go in there. How do I put a bucket of fuel? Wait, what? What goes in here? What in the world? Do I need a bucket of fuel? No way. So I can fill this with a bucket. Interesting. Does it require? I hope not. I hope the tank. Oh man, did we just waste all that for nothing? No. Oh, by the way, I do have this to be able to get up here. I don't know why I was doing that. All right, shift right click. Please tell me. Oh man. Wait, that goes up quite a bit. That's 1 bucket worth. Whoa. Whoa, okay. 1 bucket is literally the entire thing. Okay, so we can just carry some buckets on us. I thought that maybe these were going to be a thing, but they're not. Okay. Can we place these down or something? How do these interact with the world? They go in here for a tier 2 rocket. Oh, and tier 3 going up. Okay, okay. So at least we will be able to use them. They're for later tier rockets. So for right now, we're stuck with buckets. But still, buckets, that's pretty OP. It filled the whole thing with 1 bucket. Which I hope we have enough fuel to get where we want to go. That's kind of scary now, actually. All right, so we have 3 buckets. I'm hoping that's enough to take our rocket into space and to get us where we need to go. We don't, you know what? We could probably make our dimensional, ooh, we could probably make this card. It requires 8,000 RF though, and does require all of these, which is a lot of nether stars. But you know what? I think I have the nether stars. So at this point, I think we can make this. Look at this. Oh, wow. You know, and I thought this was going to be kind of hard for us to make. Oh, I need to pull these out just to make sure. This right here, this last one. Yeah, I was just waiting for the autocraft. And the dimensional card. Now, I do want to do a thing before I do this because I don't, you know, we're making nether stars and stuff, but I had shut this off on accident, but up here, I need my wrench because to make this usable, I have to reconnect 2 of these because I had 2 of them turned off as far as getting stars into them go. So definitely need to turn that back on. There we go. They should start receiving stars again, and we can now hook this into our thing. It's going to cost us 8,000 RF. That's what I've been told. I'm scared to do this, but it is going to be dimensional, and we should be able to access it from anywhere. It does say 16 blocks, though, but it is a dimensional card. And if we look at that. Wow, that's struggling. It's weird. It shouldn't be struggling. Is it because this has a limit on it? Disable limit? No, that shouldn't be a reason. It just looks like it's bouncing. It's just, I'm sure, causing lag. Where's it say 8,000? Is it right here? 8,000 RF. Ooh. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh. But at least we can access this from anywhere. We can just toss stuff right on in. Can we use our rover in here? Oh. Dude, the rover straight up, it's just in here. How do we break it? Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, shift right click to punch it. Wow. Okay. How cool is that? Well, I guess we're going to space, guys. Let's go ahead and get ourselves ready to go to space. That's right. I wonder if in our regular armor, if we would be able to survive death. All right, let's just throw on our spacesuit. We're ready to rock and roll. I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll. Let's go in here and I guess hit space. Oh man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. I think that's how they would say it. We have liftoff. Thrusters are responding well. We are hitting medium altitude. We're passing clouds. We are invisible. Houston, we've gone invisible. Houston. All right, we're in the wiggly bits of space, apparently. I wonder if this is just going to let us select where we go. I assume not. And we are in the abyss. Like, okay, we get to pick. There actually is a catalog here. So where would we be going? Are we going straight to Mars? I thought we'd be going to the moon, but I guess we're going. Oh, we click the overworld and we go into the moon or space station. There's a moon. I think space station would be something we built. I don't even know about that yet. Or just go into orbit. Wait, what? Let's go to the moon. I'm kind of scared to click any of the other ones. Warning our speed. Okay, do we hold space to de-speed? De-speed. Uh-oh. Okay, I've slowed our speed. And we're making our way down. I think I need to let speed build back up. Okay. We're getting close. Just hasn't shown up yet. There it is. There's the moon. Yes. And we will land and brake. And we get our spaceship back. I noticed we don't have a launch pad. We don't have a launch pad. How would we get back home if we didn't have a charge porter? Because we don't get our launch pad back. And it is empty of fuel. You would have to... Oh, that would not be good. I'm so glad we have this. Make sure to bring an extra launch pad, or bring in an extra 9, because you're not getting back without that launch pad. So now that we're here, well, there's a few things we need to do. I know that the Desh stuff usually falls as meteors to the ground. And or we can mine. But I don't know if the, is it the Desh that we're actually looking for? I think that's on Mars. Space. I think we're looking for this stuff. Yeah, Desh, which comes from the meteors. But I'm looking for, see, iron. There's moon Desh ore, can only be found on the moon. So I'm guessing instead of those, we're gonna find this. Well, no, here's the rusted pillar of iron. Yeah, I don't see the block model for that. So maybe it is just now ore. And I wonder if the villages still exist on this thing. Also, how bad do we take damage? Oh, wow. We don't take much damage at all. I mean, tick damage is horrible to look at. Don't be wrong. And we do have gravity. Okay. But we also have the rover. So we can travel quite fast because we have the rover. Put the fuel in there. Look how quickly that builds up. That's crazy. And then we can now travel with the rover. Look how fast we are. We are traveling in style. Wow. One thing that's super off-putting about being on the moon is how quiet it is here. You don't hear anything, which is really weird. Well, I think that's enough fooling around. I think it's time for us to just make our way down to the bottom and see if we can't find any ore. And I know it's going to get dark. Oh, we didn't bring any torches, and nor do I think regular torches work in this dimension. I've probably just blinded everybody. They used to just, yeah, burn out. So, lantern? Maybe? That might work, actually. Hey, look at that. We're pretty smart now. We've found a way around this. We are heading way down here into the moonstone. We are, wow, Y level 70, so we've barely even touched the surface. That was not meant to be a pun. There are caves, but still, like, nothing here. I'm hoping there's at least ore. Oh, so we found moon cheese ore, iron ore, so now we're getting to the juicy parts of the world. Moon glowstone ore. Ooh, like literally glowstone? So we could head here if we needed glowstone, which of course we don't really need it. It does illuminate the caves a little bit better. That is kind of nice, but I'm after Desh. I don't know what level that spawns in. Probably like diamond level. But I'm hoping I can find a bit of it so we could move to the next tier of space shuttle. And I have found it. It's this stuff right here. Really hard to see, actually. But that's the Desh we're going to need. So time to clear out all of the moon junk. By holding down the control key and hitting Q, you can just dump all the stuff out. Let's see if we find more. Working my way. I think we're definitely in the lower. We're in the lower levels. There's lava down here. So yeah, I think we've made it past the moon's crust. I'll tell you what, the Desh is actually pretty hard to see. And we don't have any like good night vision things other than potions. But yeah, it's actually pretty hard to see. I do have 30 of the ore now, which I think is okay. This can be processed, right? Yeah. So we can, oh yeah, I think we have plenty of the dash. I don't think we need dash for the, how much do we need of this? Let's see. Back to the space stuff. Let's see. For this machine, we need compressed dish here, which is just dash. The tanks don't need it at all. The tanks, those don't need it. Fins don't need it. This just needs a couple pieces, and that's it. Okay, yeah, we don't need any at all. The tier 3 rocket doesn't require it. So, yeah, I think we can go. I mean, that's honestly all this is here on the moon. However, we did get some cheese. So, what does it take to make moon cheese? We literally just do this. Wow, it produces 240 RF per tick for 32 seconds. That's pretty crazy. I mean, look how hard it is to see this. I didn't even see it. I've been mining this whole area, come back to here, realize there's some right here. How am I supposed to see that? Like how? Also maybe wondering how am I going to get back home? Well, pretty simple. We have all of our stuff. We have our cross-dimensional things. I don't know if we really needed that cross-dimensional. It is a power hog in our base, so I'm kind of only going to use it as needed, because man, that is a power hungry card right there. Only going to use it as needed. So of course, after making it back, the main thing that we're going to have to do is go over here, of course, get our flight back, go over here and just put this in the chest to be reprocessed, get our dash, toss that bad boy in here. That is going to get all reprocessed up. I don't know why this is spitting out. It does spit out from time to time. I might need to break this and replace it with a regular pipe or something. But anyways, look at that. We are now tripling our output, and we should get our dash out on the other side and be ready to go. So, of course, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to go to Andrew Gomez. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on Patreon, going above and beyond in supporting the content that I make, and I do super appreciate that. Thank you so much for your amazing support. Guys, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, of course, you can find that link down in the description below. And guys, if you did enjoy, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a huge thumbs up. I know last time I asked for 1,000 likes, we got really, really close to 1,000 likes. So I really want to see if maybe we can bust into that 1,000 likes mark after episode 30. That'd be insane if after episode 30, we're still hitting that 1,000 likes mark. That would be insane. So guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Of course, I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.